Okay, so on again. We had a little we had a little troubles, but we're back and welcome you in our podcast. Two guys, two microphone podcast. I am Golly, and with me is Dick Johnson.
I
Welcome,
am Dick Johnson.
Dick Johnson. Okay, and tell me one again. What did you do today, and what interesting happened today?
Mate, today I went to work. I was just hanging out, and then my boss was like, Zane, we need to do some karaoke. And I said, righto, righto.
Okay, and this karaoke happened today, or you will plan this karaoke for another days?
No, another day. We'll go another day. Yeah, me and my boss hitting the clubs in karaoke. What do you reckon? What's the go-to karaoke song?
What song should you sing?
You. What's your
you.
favorite karaoke?
I don't know. I really like singing Ed Sheeran. I like his songs. I like his melodies, and the lyrics is also not very difficult. So I like sing his songs sometimes.
Ed. And he's the ladies. He'll get you the ladies, Ed. Look out.
Yeah, maybe. And you, what songs do you like singing?
You know, I think always a good classic. You got to go for some Big Sean. I Don't Fuck With You. Maybe a bit of Katy Perry. I Kissed a Girl.
Okay, I know the song and I know the singer, but this previous one I didn't hear about him.
You don't know I Don't Fuck With You?
I don't
By
fuck
Big
with
Sean?
you.
I don't fuck with
Sean?
you. Big Sean, mate.
Big Sean.
Oh,
This guy who sing with Justin Bieber.
he probably did.
He made a song. Da da da, beautiful girl. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Oi, sing it. Karaoke.
Okay, but is it him or it's another guy? Because I
Nah.
know one Sean, and okay, so maybe rather it's not this guy who sings with Justin Bieber. Okay, but maybe about karaoke we talk in another time. And the question is, do you prepared some interesting topics to talk today, or today we're gonna make spontan?
Mate, my whole life is spontaneous. Every
Okay, your
decision I
whole
make
life.
is on the fly. On the fly like a freaking bird, mate.
Okay, got it. So maybe if we don't have any topic for today, maybe we talk a little bit about Oscars, which were 2 days ago or something like that. Yeah, 2 days ago, and maybe about something about movies.
The
What
Oscars.
do you think about it?
Yeah, come on. The Oscars. What went down? Fill me in.
I'm not sure, but I can make a deal that you don't know many informations about today's year's Oscars, right?
Yeah, I have no clue. I didn't watch it. I'm clueless.
Well, okay, but maybe you heard something. What do you know? Tell me. Maybe you know what movie wind won.
You know, I have no freaking clue. When I think Oscars, I still think of Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith. This is what I think
Okay,
of
but-
award shows.
Okay, but it was 1 year ago. It wasn't in this year.
I know. That's what I think of when I think award shows, though. They're all the same to
Okay.
me.
So for a moment, I tell you which movies win, but at first maybe I ask you what movies do you know from this year?
I reckon. Well, you had the Marvel. You had some Doctor Strange movies.
Okay, maybe from Marvel in every year.
There was
release
Ant-Man.
Something.
Ant-Man just came out. Did you see Ant-Man?
I hear about him, but I didn't watch.
Oh, it was alright. Just classic
Okay.
Marvel.
And that's it, or maybe you remember? You don't remember anything else from this year? Maybe Avatar. Avatar, this movie with blue characters. How is it called?
Oh, Avatar.
Yeah,
Oh.
Avatar.
Well, shit. I hope they won something.
Okay, so in this year, Avatar released
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second part.
Yeah.
the title is probably the Water World, something like that. You do you know something about this part of Avatar?
I actually didn't see it myself, but I heard that it was very expensive. Like a couple, I don't even know what it was, million or $1 billion spent on this movie. So they really needed to like sell it to be able to make money. I don't know if they did though.
Yeah, and Avatar, as well as I remember, won in some category Oscars, and probably Avatar won the category with the best, effects,
Surely.
movie effects.
I heard.
And I can talk something about Avatar because I was 2 months ago in cinema and I watched Avatar.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. The first part, and the first part was released, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that, 2012, something like that. Did you watch the first part?
Yeah, ages
Okay.
ago.
And how do you rate that?
I rate it a 7 out of 10. I was like probably 11 years old or maybe 9. But it was a bit scary, to be honest. A little bit scary. If I think back
scary?
though, yeah. When I was like 9 or 11 or however old, like it was a bit freaky. The guy's like really, I just remember like he has to get in his actual body and he's like disabled and he's like struggling to get out or do what he has to do. Maybe it's at the end and it's like I was a bit of a scared kid, you know. Sitting in the
Okay, I
movie
got
cinema.
it. I'm not sure, but because we are in the same almost age, so I also was very young when I watched the Avatar. But I'm not sure, but I rather wasn't very scared. It was, of course, a little brutally in this movie, but I think that I was okay with that. Oh, yeah, Avatar: The Way of Water. This is the title of the second part of this Avatar. Okay, so you rate the first part 7 on 10, right?
Yeah, I'll go 7 out of
10.
10. Yeah.
Okay, and 7 because was a little too scary for kids. It's not family content.
I think
movie,
so.
right?
I think so. I think they also, yeah. And they also banged at some point. They banged with their hair. That was the hair bang. Did you
Hair bang.
hair bang, you know? They fucked with their braid, with their hair.
Okay, yeah,
It was
I
like-
know what you mean.
With the
animals.
ponytail.
With animals. Okay, so we remember something about the first part. So what do you think about what can be second part of Avatar, and how is it sound? The Way of Water, Avatar: The Way of Water, because this is the full title of second part of Avatar.
It's cool, you know? I actually think it sounds like the Aang avatar. You know? The 4 elements. You know the bald kid, Aang? This avatar?
Yeah, both.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it gives me that vibes. When someone first said Avatar, The Way of Water, I thought they were talking about like the earth, wind, fire, this avatar. But
Okay, I know this guy from Nickelodeon.
yes,
With this
the arrow.
stripe.
Yeah,
Arrow.
yeah.
Okay, but I wanted to ask you about something. Okay, but you totally don't know anything about second part. For example, trailers. Did you saw any trailer of Avatar: The Way of Water?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. Yeah, I saw they were in
Okay.
like some like underwater. There was some like
Yep.
giant monster creature things, you know, flapping around.
Yeah. So in short way, if I would describe about, this part, is that this family, this one guy from the first part, and his wife, this Avatar wife, moved to another part of this planet because people wanna kill him, and they moved to the another part of this planet where live water tribes. You know what I mean?
Oi.
Because before they lived in forest, and now there are also creatures who lived only in a beach, and it looks like Hawaii vibe.
Oi, Hawaii vibes. I like
and
it.
I very like it because I very like water. I like jump to the water, and I watched this movie in 3D, with glasses, 3D. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. So it was very, very cool, and I think that I can recommend this movie to watch if you will have opportunity and if you will have time.
How good. It sounds like magical. Like, it sounds like I don't even know if I care about the movie, but just the visuals and like the effects and the whole, like you're saying, like the vibe, like it feels like, whoa, it would be very like alluring and encapturing.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think that you don't know about it. But Cameron, the director of this movie, actually recorded also third part and fourth part.
Did he?
You know, in one time he record second, third, and fourth parts, and you know, third part is already ready, but will be released in 2 years.
Legit? Doesn't it go for like 4 hours?
4 hours, but the second part you ask about what?
Yeah, the movie. The second part. It
It's
goes
not.
for
No, I think that this is like about like every movie about 2 hours, maybe a little longer, but it's not very long.
Oh.
Actually, personally, I didn't feel bored in the cinema.
So you-
For the whole movie. For the whole movie, I was involved in the movie and was very okay for me. And I can give 9, 10, or maybe even 10 of 10.
How
Right.
good? Whoa. 10 of 10. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. But I also want to ask you because I want to talk with you about movies.
Alright.
But the question is if you are a good person to make this topic because the last time when you was in cinema was when?
Ooh, I'm very bad at movies, to be honest. But I was in the cinema just a month ago. Or a few weeks
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
To see
Okay, and
Ant-Man.
Okay, Ant-Man. Okay, so you are typical, how to say that, typical mainstream audience, right?
Yeah, sure. You know? Your average movie watcher.
Okay, got it. And before Ant-Man, the last time when you was in cinema was in primary school or?
Nah, bro. Nah, it was in it was a really shit movie though. It was like some B grade film with Pete Davidson called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I don't
Okay,
even.
but was you don't remember the title?
No, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies was the
Bodies,
title.
Bodies.
It was about
Bodies.
yeah, it was about 6 months ago. Maybe 6 months ago, I was in the cinema. Watch this with a mate.
Wait, I have to check it. If I know this movie, Bodies.
It's
Is it horror movie?
yeah, it is. It is too.
Okay, and can you make a short summary of this movie?
Or these like 5 kids are in this getaway holiday house. When I say kids, like 20-year-olds or above. And then one of them suddenly dies and they see him dying. And they're like, oh my God,
Okay.
someone's killing
Okay,
us.
but what's the reason? Someone killed, for example, Arrow. You know, in what way?
Yeah, like a machete like sliced his
Okay.
like throat. And then you see him like against the glass, like, and they're like, oh my God. Yeah, exactly. But only a few of them were there that saw that, and they were like, oh, someone else killed him. One of us did it because we weren't all there. And then like they're thinking like, oh, where were you when it happened? Where were you when it happened? What? And like they all end up pretty much just killing each other because they're like, you killed him, you're the killer. And then in the end, it was all just
So they killed each other through the whole movie. Okay, and you was on that in cinema, right?
Yeah,
You paid to watch it.
I did. I paid to
Okay, and how do you rate this movie?
I rate that a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, okay, it's very good that you don't give a high rate because presently I'm reading opinions about this movie and I see opinion that someone's right
Oh dear.
that after drugs it's possible to watch it, but if you are sober it's not possible.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay, but because I wanna ask you, are you bad that you paid for this because this is shitty movie, right?
Yeah, it was fucking shit, but you know, it was fun.
Okay, so you are okay with that you spent time and money to go to move to cinema.
Yeah, I was with a friend, so me and my mate got to hang out, you know, just chilling.
But female or male?
It was a bloke, male.
I ask you, we went to the cinema with female friend or male friend?
Male.
Ah, and what did you say? Bloke?
Bloke, yeah.
What is it?
This
bloke?
is Australian. This is some hardcore Australian bloke.
Oh, okay.
It means a
Later
man.
you-
It's a dude.
Okay. Got it. Bloke.
Yeah. But I go to when I watch a movie, I don't really care about the movie. But if I'm with people, then that's what makes it fun. I'm like, yeah, I get to spend time with
Okay,
my
got it.
friends, hanging out.
It has scenes. It has scenes. You go to the cinema to spend time with friends, not only
Yeah.
to watch
Yeah.
movie and later be bad that you spent money on some shit. Okay, but why you make this decision to go to this movie? Actually, why this movie and no another one? Because you wanted only watch something scary, or it was like lottery?
It was the lottery, There was nothing good on. So we just went, let's just screw it. We'll just see how it goes.
Okay.
We're here to hang out. Who cares? But yeah, but what do you reckon? If you were going to go on a date, what's the go-to movie? If you're having like movie night with girlfriend, what's the perfect movie? What do you reckon?
For me, I think that rather I prefer horrors. I like horrors
Ooh.
because if you ask about night cinema with girlfriend, I think that we can choose some romantic movies or horrors, right?
Boy.
But
Cool.
romantic movies are I rather prefer some drama movies. I mean, maybe thriller, some not only romantic with love, but maybe some romantic relationship, but in the world where, for example, is war and someone died, or maybe some more action than only a love relation.
Yeah, a bit of action. Come on. You can't have too much lovey-dovey, kissy, saddy. Yeah.
Okay, but back to Oscars. I wanted to ask you, and I wanna inform you that the best movie in this year was The Whale. Did you hear about this movie, The Whale?
I've never fucking heard of that movie in my life.
And oh no, wait, it was my mistake. The best movie, the Oscars in this category get. Wait, where is this movie? Because it was mistake. Not Whale. Not Whale is the best movie, but actor who played the main role in this movie won the Oscar, and this actor is Brendan Fraser. Do you know him?
Oh, I've heard of
Brendan
him.
Fraser.
Yeah.
He played in
Like-
Mummy.
Yeah, The Mummy. You've got The Mummy,
Mummy.
like Inkheart, maybe like a bunch of others. Yeah.
But is it correct pronunciation? This king in pyramid in Egypt.
Yeah,
How
The
is
Mummy.
it called? Mummy.
The
Sounds
Mummy.
like mommy, like mom.
Exactly.
What's good, mama?
Was good, Mama.
What's good, mama?
Was good, Mummy.
Okay, so
Exactly.
Brendan Fraser won, and the nominees were Austin Butler from Elvis, because in this year also released movie with Elvis biography. Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
What's the pronunciation? Presley or Presley?
Elvis Presley, like the singer.
Yeah, singer. Okay. And another movies I didn't hear about them, so doesn't matter. Actor in supporting role, so the second main role, won Ke Huy Quan.
What?
This is the actor from Ke Huy Quan. This is the actor from Vietnam. And this guy, maybe you can know him from Indiana Jones. This is this little Chinese
Oh,
kid
no
who
way.
played. You know Indiana Jones?
Yeah,
the
I know.
movies?
I know.
Yeah, so this actor played in this movie when he was young, and this is this part when they were in India. Do you remember this movie?
Yo, yeah. That's
And
cool.
there was this little kid from Asia. Maybe do you have some in your mind?
Yeah. I remember.
Okay, so he won in category actor in supporting role, and because we will not gonna talk about every category, but also what is interesting, cinematography. So the best world built in this movie, in this category, cinematography, won All Quiet on the Western Front.
What?
This is the Netflix production, All Quiet on the Western Front, and I watched this movie, and this is the watched about First World War.
Oh yeah.
You know, what do you know about First World War?
I know that it was a shit.
Okay, but it's interesting because you are in totally, and you live in another part of the world where World War First rather don't have many to do. You know what I mean? Because it blowed up in Europe. And in school, what did you learn about World War One, or
Yeah.
maybe you rather didn't learn anything about
Well,
it?
you know, like Australia. I'm pretty sure Australia was in the First World War because we have like a bunch of celebration days. We call it like Anzac Day or maybe like Remembrance Day. And they pretty much Australians just got really fucked up somewhere and they lost and had to like retreat.
Yeah, maybe my mistakes because I said that World War One blow up in Europe, and that's the reason why Europe is the main important. But after World War One, many countries get independence, and I'm not sure, but probably Australia also get independence after World War One. Do you know something about it?
I don't think Australia was ever not independent. Australia's a big fucking island. I don't know if anyone ever like properly owned it, you know? But yeah.
Because you know, I type something very quickly in Google and I see that Australia became officially autonomous in both internal and external blah blah blah. I'm not sure, but probably in 1942 Australia get independence,
No fucking way.
because before Australia was under protect of United Kingdom of UK. Maybe you can check it. Because...
Maybe it is. Well, you're right. It does say that. Australia became officially autonomous, both internal, blah, blah, blah. 1942. No way. I did not even know that.
Okay, but back to my question. In the school, if you talk about World War One, you talk about Europe and what happened in Europe, or you rather talk about your part of world, you know, about Asia and Australia?
Yeah, Europe, you know, because it was like an Austrian prince, right? Franz Ferdinand, who got shot by some other dude. And then they were like, oh, you're a fucking dickhead. I'm going to start a war.
Nice opportunity to destroy whole Europe.
Nice opportunity, you know, to just fling all your lads in at once. Yeah.
Okay, so this movie about All Quiet, what was the title? All Quiet, do you remember the title?
On the Western
All Quiet
Front.
on the Western Front. Yeah, it's about the war, First World War, and the main character, the main actor is a very young guy who falsified the sign of parents, because if you wanted go to the war and you were under 18, your parents had to allow you, and his parents didn't allow him, so he signed, his parents signed on the paper, and he went to the war, and he thought that it will be very fun and it will be very nice time to spend this time with friends, but in the first day, in the first battle, his friends died.
Oh my God.
And he realized that the war is not cool time.
Wow.
And you know, this is a very short summary. I also recommend this movie. It's on the Netflix. Do you have Netflix?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, but
It's
you
on
paid
Netflix,
you paid by yourself, or for example, with your 50 friends, you have one account.
That's it. 50 friends, one account. It's the way to do it. All the homies. Get everyone on board.
Okay.
The family pack. But yeah, I think that would be shit. I would not want to be in World War One. That would just be terrible. Like, I couldn't even watch that movie probably because I would just be like, this is so like gross and like yucky.
I talk about this movie about World War One.
Yeah. Like even the movies are just very like dark and bleak and like just awful. Like you're just it's hard to watch, I think. Like
I also see that the All Quiet on the Western Front won in category production design, so get a few Oscars.
Oh really?
And are you often cry on this on movies when you watch movies? Because you say that you rather not able to watch this movie because it's too sad. And
Yeah.
are you sensitive? Are you sensitive?
Yeah, I'm a sensitive habibi, you know?
Okay, so
Bit of
maybe
a-
I ask you about something sensitive. The last time when you cried.
The last time I cried, when was the last time I cried? Probably like a week ago, I think. Why did I cry though? I remember crying, but I can't remember why. What about you?
I think I don't wanna be like a tough guy, and I don't wanna talk about me that I'm the strongest guy on the world. But I think that I rather don't cry because it's not that I don't have sad days, because I have sad days, and I have bad emotions, but my body rather don't work that give tears. So
Your body doesn't give a shit.
yeah, something like that. So I don't remember when I cried last time, but recently I had a little sad day because the girl which I liked yeah, don't wanna be with me, so it was a little sad for me. And I didn't cry, but I was very near to do that, to do that, yeah, something like that. And besides girls, I also cry sometimes when I listen music.
Oh, yeah.
But this is very, very, very rare, totally rare. The last time when I cried because of music was, I don't know, maybe a few years ago. So it's rather very rare. My body don't work in that way to crying.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. But movies, it depends what movie. And depends on the mood, you know? Some movies will do it, and sometimes no. Like,
Bodies.
yeah, bodies. That I was weeping, bro. That'll get you. But
Okay, Zain, I don't know, but we talk through almost 50 minutes, not 50, 30 minutes. So I think that we can slowly end this this episode.
how
And
good.
if we're gonna talk more, we can now say goodbye with our audience, and again we'll talk about something else. What do you think about it?
It's the way to go, I reckon. It's the way to go.
Okay, so for the end, what do you wanna say to our audience during our first episode of Two Guys, Two Microphones podcast?
I would like to say to my audience, to our audience, that if you are ever watching a movie with your girlfriend and you think it's okay to cry, you need to grab your drink, put some fucking concrete in it, and stop being such a pussy.
Okay, I think that I understand something, but I'm not sure. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, that's the main point of your speech.
That's my toast. That's my toast
Okay,
to
that's
everyone.
it. Okay, so goodbye and see you in another episode of Two Guys, Two Microphones podcast.
Peace.